I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
There you go. Why not do it on today's podcast? Because today there is no podcast. There's a morning show. And on the morning show, it's a more casual vibe. I told you guys I didn't really want to react to anything on this show. I just want to chill and hang out with you guys and have a good time and relax. That's really what it's about here. If we have some topics to talk about, great. But I don't want to be doing formal reacting and big topics or anything on this show. It's more laid back. Tay doesn't really work. I've explained this many times, but I'll explain it again. Tay in chat says, why don't you have days where you play with your viewers? A lot of people do this. I've done it before. All right. So in a nutshell, two different ways that I approached it. I used to actually do a whole time of the year, like 2-3 weeks, that I used to call DSP Fan Appreciation. And it used to be at the end of the year in December. And it was great. What I would do is take all the multiplayer games that were big that year, whether it was Call of Duty or a new Street Fighter or another fighting game. If Assassin's Creed had a multiplayer, you know, if Gears of War had a multiplayer, whatever it was that were the big multiplayer games of the year that year, okay? And I would set up a few weeks, and I actually used to have forums back then. I actually had my own website. And people who were my fans would post up and say, I want to play this game, and I'm available on this day, and blah, blah, blah. And it was logistically kind of complicated, but I would spend a lot of time organizing to play in lobbies with my viewers. And it was a good time. And the thing was, I never really did it for profits. No one, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was more like just a way to give back at the end of the year for so many people who watch my content and, you know, let me be, you know, living the dream being a YouTuber. It was a fun thing to do for sure. However, what I did determine over the years is that logistically, it just became more and more complicated because realistically, coordinating that when I have a viewership that's all over the globe was very, very tough. You know, I was only going to be streaming usually. Well, back then I wasn't even streaming usually. I was just doing like lobbies and recording, but there was some streaming involved too near the end of it. Just logistically setting it up, you know, when you have people who are in Europe or Asia and they want to play with you and it's like, oh, I got to try to find a stream or a time that this can work. So it didn't always work, and it was frustrating when you had people who eagerly wanted to play and you just couldn't make it happen for whatever reason. In addition, over the years, trolling just became more and more rampant and apparent. So what ended up happening was we get a lobby that was half real fans who really wanted to play with me and half trolls. And so the real fans would be all excited, and all of a sudden, here come the trolls. Oh, they're teabagging, and they're shooting at the sky, and they're spinning, and they go down mic, and they start saying awful things. It's like, but we just wanted to have fun. Now we can't because these idiots are here wasting everyone's time and we can't play a real game. So after a few, you know, I'd say probably 5-6 years straight doing that because I think I started it around like 2009, 2010. I think I did it through like 2014, 2015. I really remember when it ended was the year when Metal Gear Solid 5 came out. So that was in 2015. So it was a good 5+ years I did it. That year when I tried to play Metal Gear Solid 5, we literally couldn't get a single lobby together without trolls ruining it. And it sucks. It's a stealth game. You got to play, you know, in a stealthy way. And you can't when idiots are just there to mess with you. So basically, after doing it many years, I said, you know, I'm going to put it on hiatus and we'll see if things ever get better with the trolling or whatever. Well, it hasn't. You know, it just got worse and worse. The internet became a worse place. And, you know, now people just try to mess with everything I do that's a multiplayer experience. Today I'll be playing Arc Raiders. They're going to try to ruin it. They're going to try to spoil it, try to stream snipe me and stuff because they're morons, you know? So that's reason number one. The way I see it is, why overpromise and underdeliver? Why say, I'm going to do a multiplayer event, set it up, have fans show up to do it, and then it gets ruined? Then they're going to be disappointed. I'd rather just not ever do it and say I'm not going to do it so you don't provide a false hope or expectation that it's going to happen and be fun, and that way no one gets disappointed. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, there was some actual effort to do it in the last few years. If you weren't aware, when Street Fighter 6 came out in 2023, okay? That year, I played a lot of that game, and there was some desire for fan lobbies. And I said, all right, I'll set up fan lobbies. I don't care, because here's the thing. even if trolls join and they say stupid things, they have dumb names, who cares? All you gotta do is beat their ass, right? All you gotta do is beat the trolls. It's a moot point. Who cares what your name is if I just whooped your ass, right? So we did that. And FYI, we did it 2-3 streams, I want to say, like 2-3 sessions of this. The first session was a smashing hit. People who wanted to play me got to play me. Trolls got spanked. It really was just a smashing success. Went really well. The second stream, it was all right. Basically, some more people got to play me. Some returns from the first. More trolls, of course, because they realized they could get in now. And essentially what happens is I just beat everyone, pretty easily. No one really hung with me. It was just me whooping everyone. And people were like, okay. Third stream, complete flop. Why? No one cared anymore. Because at this point, I'd already beaten everyone. Like, people saw that basically I was way better than the people who were going to try to join these lobbies, okay? For the record, I'm not bragging or anything. It's just the fact I'm good at Street Fighter. I've been playing Street Fighter since I was a kid in arcades. I have great fundamentals. I've been playing the crap out of Street Fighter 6. I have my characters at master rank. So here I am fighting the trolls and these people joining the lobby. It wasn't fun. Basically, what ended up happening was it went from, oh, we really want Phil to do fan lobbies to, oh, why does Phil even do these lobbies? All he does is beat up on scrubs. He should be playing on ranked. We want ranked only because then there's challenge. There's no challenge in these lobbies, and Phil's hiding in the lobbies because he's afraid of ranked. That's what the narrative became. And I was like, wait, what? Like, you asked me for years for this. I'm giving you what you asked for, and now I'm the problem? Like, what are you talking about? So, yeah, after that, I was basically like, well, I just don't see the point. If I get complaints if I don't do it, and I get complaints if I do it, I'm just going to do the stuff that works for everyone. I understand that there are people who want to play me in games. I get it. Okay? But that's just not my focus. I'm not one of these guys that's like, oh, if you want to play me, drop money, and then I'll play you in a set. We'll have a lobby, but you have to donate in order to get in. I know that there's streamers like that. I don't do that. If you happen to randomly match up with me in a lobby somewhere, whether it's Call of Duty, whether it's Street Fighter, whatever it may be that's multiplayer that I'm playing, let's have some fun together. But I don't see the reason to go out of my way to set all this special stuff up if it really is only for a small group of people. And that's the truth. These fan lobbies are really only a small group of people. It's just a few people that are going to get to play me anyway. When I have an audience of hundreds on a stream, thousands on demand, if you add the actual number of people who are really watching me over the internet, literally like 5,000 to 10,000 people watching at any given moment. So, yeah, there's really no reason to do it. Okay. Spam Can says, respectfully, it's not fair you'll play Arc Raiders with a YouTuber or Street Fighter 6 against Flatman B, but you won't do a game session with Jade or Drop Furbs and Arc Raiders. Well, then I just won't do it at all. There you go. If you're just going to sit here and bitch and complain, then I just won't do it. I'm okay with that. I'll just do random stuff from forever. That's what I'm good at. That's what I've always done. If people are always going to turn it into a negative and a toxic thing like you tend to do, then I don't need to do it at all. Fine with me. And then we could just say, well, it's because of Spam Cans being a toxic jerk in my chat that I don't do multiplayer anymore. There you go. Sounds good. Excellent. There, we answered the question. We're good now. I mean, that was easy. You just made it so easy for me. You took all the responsibility off my plate. Thanks, Spam Cans. I appreciate that. That's excellent. Nice. Very good. What is my thoughts on leverless controllers and hitboxes for fighting games?